Hello everyone and welcome to my bold and beautiful today channel. I hope everyone is having a wonderful day. Before we begin, please hit the subscribe button and give this video a thumbs up. Hope is being shaken by her own illusions. Liam was annoyed at Spencer and despised even mentioning the word Thomas. Wyatt inquired as to what had occurred, and Liam replied that Thomas was on his way to Rome with Liam's wife. Wyatt recalled the press event and expressed amazement that Hope wanted her lead designer to go. Wyatt later discovered that Liam had urged Hope to remove Thomas from the trip. Liam claimed Hope urged him to kick rocks, and Wyatt stated that designers had special rights. Liam reminded Wyatt about his panic attack in San Francisco. Wyatt whispered that Rome was the most romantic city in the world, while Liam complained about how helpful Wyatt was. Wyatt inquired as to who hasn't fallen in love with an actual bowl of pasta and a bottle of wine. Wyatt was intended to make Liam feel better, according to Liam. Wyatt had the brilliant notion that Thomas could attend the Rome event without actually being present. Show him on the big screen. He'll love it, Wyatt remarked, proposing video conferencing Thomas during the Rome meetings. Liam thought it was a fantastic concept, but Hope would never implement it. Wyatt couldn't believe Liam hadn't been able to persuade Hope to tell Thomas he couldn't go. Liam didn't know, but he felt compelled to try again since trouble was just around the corner. Brooke was using we in Eric's office as she talked about the Rome trip, and Ridge believed she wanted to come along. Brooke said that the trip was vital for both her daughter and the company, and that as an integral component of the company, she wouldn't merely tag along. Recognizing Brooke's importance to him and the company, Ridge told them and Hope and Thomas that it had to be strictly business. Brooke inquired as to what this meant. Ridge complimented Thomas for putting his feelings for Hope aside and turning a corner. Ridge said it showed in Thomas' work and that Hope's line was in good hands after looking at sketches. Brooke said she'd want to believe it. Thomas showed Hope his latest sketch in the design office, and she shyly admitted that she liked it. They stood close together, discussing how the gown would be received by the audience if it could be made by the preview. He claimed Hope could model a trash bag, and the audience would still love her. Brooke stood in the doorway as Hope and Thomas announced their next line, "Garbage chick." Brooke flashed back to Hope, confessing her emotions for Thomas. Brooke later assured Hope that Thomas didn't have to flee. Hope was ecstatic about Thomas' idea and said he couldn't wait to show it to Ridge. Hope suggested it could perhaps be included in the next collection, and she showed Brooke how lovely it was. Brooke said that Thomas inherited his father's talent. Brooke revealed that she had informed Ridge that she would be in Italy for Hope. Hope was moved. Brooke stated that it would help Hope in more ways than one. Brooke said she could keep an eye on Hope and Thomas because Hope was perplexed. Brooke, Hope surmised, did not trust her. Brooke stated that she simply did not want Hope to make any mistakes. Brooke shared her concerns about Hope's feelings for Thomas, feelings Hope had previously denied. Brooke claimed Hope had referred to him as a monster. But you then told Thomas something else. Brooke yelled. Hope explained that she was mortified that Thomas had heard what she'd said. Hope, according to Brooke, was appalled by her burgeoning feelings for Thomas. Brooke's assumption that Hope couldn't manage her feelings towards a man who wasn't her spouse upset Hope, she said. Hope didn't think she'd have any trouble keeping her wedding vows. Brooke stated that she had not stated that there would be a problem. She was simply concerned. Brooke explained that she had experienced what it was like to become engaged with an improper man, and Thomas would be that man for Hope. Hope stated her mother should trust her, but Brooke wondered if Hope was aware of the risk she was in if Thomas and Hope had that it was a business trip and that she and Thomas were co-workers. Brooke attempted to persuade Hope that she and Thomas collaborated extensively on design and creation. She inquired whether Hope couldn't see that she was his muse. Brooke stated that Hope and Thomas will travel to the birthplace of it, citing Greek and Roman legend. Hope thought Brooke was being foolish, but Brooke persisted on the inescapable draw. Brooke thought Thomas didn't have to accompany them on the trip, but Hope swiftly reminded her that he was the lead designer. Brooke said that Thomas deserved to be the center of attention, but Hope needed to respect her marriage to Liam. Brooke didn't need to tell Hope that. Hope responded. Brooke responded that she was speaking from personal experience. Well, I'm not you, Hope clarified. Brooke laughed. Hope claimed that no one believed anything she said. Hope maintained that she and Thomas were fine, as were she and Liam. Brooke said that she didn't want Hope to make the same mistakes she had. Brooke had departed and Hope was alone when she noticed a card Douglas had created for his parents. He'd affixed a photograph of Thomas and Hope on it. In her brain, Hope heard Brooke tell her to honor her marriage. As Hope reflected on all the close moments she'd shared with Thomas, she remembered telling Brooke that everything was fine and there was no need to worry. Hope anticipated an intimate encounter in Italy with a faceless man. She heard Thomas' voice in it, expressing how much he enjoyed being in Italy with her and how her dreams had come true. No, she exclaimed, overwhelmed. Back in Eric's office, Thomas told Ridge about the design and how Hope wanted it to go into production as soon as possible. Ridge noticed Thomas's enthusiasm and inspiration. Ridge was concerned since the last time Thomas acted like this. He was fascinated with Hope. Ridge indicated that it was behind Thomas, which pleased Ridge. After what Steffi had stated, Thomas recognized Ridge was still concerned. Ridge responded that they didn't want to repeat the same mistake if Hope had feelings for Thomas. Thomas disregarded it, saying there was nothing to be concerned about. Ridge determined that the more he discussed it with Thomas, the more confident he felt. Ridge thought Hope's sentiments for Thomas were a touch foolish, no offense. Thomas agreed that it sounded foolish because Hope was obsessed with Liam. The conversation went to Brooke, who would accompany them to Rome. Thomas thought it was an excellent idea because Brooke could see Hope and him working well together. Brooke arrived and congratulated Thomas on his design. Thomas hinted that she might accompany him on the trip to Rome. He thought it was an excellent idea because she saw how good he and Hope were together. Following that, the beautiful and the bold. Thanks for watching. If you like this video, so please don't forget to subscribe my channel and don't miss any update.